So this is one to those who really enjoy Russia. And I mean to those who are an enthusiast of Russia, okay? And we're not talking about the T-72 Bravo here, okay? You know, as much as I'd like to, unfortunately, it really isn't ready currently in the dev server anyways. It doesn't have its armor stats. It doesn't even have its 3BM42 shell. So we can't really hard test this vehicle to, you know, take a good look-see. But honestly, if they said it's better than the T-80U in armor areas, it'll be there. But no, today's video, we're not looking at the T-72B. We're looking at the new, in my opinion, the new cancer of top tier, the KA-52. Yes, if you guys, like myself, have been enjoying the KA-50, and I mean, okay, not playing it, I'm sorry, playing against the KA-50, you know, those 10-kilometer missiles, you know, that lack of a thermal sight, you know, it's kind of a given. You can kind of hide away from it, right? Yeah, cool, awesome. But if you're enjoying SPAA and not being able to destroy this target at significant distances that this can destroy you in, you're in for a really good one. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, this is all sarcasm, okay? Just for the record, it's all sarcasm. The KA-52. Now, if you guys thought the KA-50 was bad, you have no idea what's coming your way come 1.97. So the KA-52. Check this out. This is the loadout the average person should or would otherwise be using. 12 Vickers missiles, 16, I think, S-30DF shells. Now, 10 SD or S-13DF rockets, excuse me, and 4 Igla air-to-air missiles. Now, back in the past, you can only carry about, I think, 6, I believe, missiles with 4 air-to-air missiles. 6 of the Vickers missiles, exactly. But now, you get to carry 12 of them. 12 Vickers missiles and 4 air-to-air missiles. And just to make things that much better, we're going to go ahead and take this out to a test flight. Just to make things that much better, you have ground radar. Check that out. That is an active ground radar. Just... And guys, it doesn't stop there. Let's go ahead and retract our gear, put this bad boy in hover mode, and go into the gun sight. Right, you know, typical KA-50 stuff. Lock onto a target, outrageously ridiculous zooming in. But let's make things a little better. Boom. You get thermal sight with the KA-50. So not only can you destroy targets at 10 kilometers, now they can't hide from you. You have 2 methods of detecting them. You have a radar system that is scanning the ground, and you have thermal sights. And if there's any sort of pesky aircraft looking around you, instead of using your missiles and guiding it through, just lock them up with a very, very good Igla, launch it out, and just wait. I mean, why do you have to do all the work? Just wait for the missile to make impact. Eventually. Someday. Okay, actually, it went behind him. He's a little too far out. Kind of a given. All right, so going back to what I was trying to say, that is, I mean, to those who absolutely enjoy the KA-50, you are going to look at this as a treat. It is maneuverable. It flies fast. It has great loadout. What more do you honestly want from helicopters in Russia? But the cool thing about this, though, is that you no longer have to purchase this aircraft. You have to work for it. You have to, if you already own the KA-50, it should be an absolute breeze getting the KA-27 off to the KA-52. Now, guys, being on more on a serious note here, let's go back to the hangar and just kind of get a little bit serious. Now, if you guys are familiar with any sort of my content, either on streams or even on YouTube, or for that matter, you guys already know at this point that the KA-50 is absolutely cancerous. It's probably one of the bigger reasons why I personally don't really enjoy top tier as much as I usually do. In fact, if you guys want to go ahead and check out the stream to see how much I really don't like playing against Russia top tier, you're more than welcome to check the description down below, guys, and you guys can jump on into my live streams. I stream almost every single day. So yeah, definitely take a look-see at that, guys. So anyways, back at the KA-52. Now, In all honesty, guys, it really does ruin a lot of my personal experience. And of course, for $60, you get to honestly do that. SPAA doesn't really stand too much of a chance. Even being someone like myself who has, nearly 4,000 hours in this game, even I still have a very hard time defeating KA-50s while spawning in as a first spawn with the ADATs. Now, that's kind of like the bit of my ranting right there. And I do apologize if this does sound like a ranting video, ladies and gentlemen. I really do appreciate this vehicle being added for the tech tree variant and not as a premium vehicle. And it really does make up for the whole, Gaijin likes to introduce vehicles that are superior to the tech tree variants. Well, in this case, the premium version is basically the direct predecessor to this vehicle, meaning it was more of like a prototype vehicle type deal rather than what this is right now. So the culmination of that vehicle led up to this. And again, if you guys thought top tier was pretty bad with this vehicle, you're gonna be in for a rough time. I know I am, and I'm really not looking forward to having this play. Now, I won't be showing any normal gameplay of this because if you guys are familiar with the KA-50, you'll be right at home with this vehicle as well. So moving on to actually the specs and the loadouts of the vehicle itself, since, this is an overview video. So looking at the modifications, of course, actually, first and foremost, armor, the same as what you would expect on the KA-50, etc. It's got armored bulletproof glass. It has some aluminum alloy on the sides for, against other aircraft with 50 cals. 20 mils will easily go through you. Anything larger than that will definitely tear you a new one. So now that we went ahead and just looked over the armor, which is not much, of course. Oh, and the internal 2 engines, so on and so forth. Of course, same as the regular KA-50. Anyways, moving off to the armament, you do get, S8KO, 80 of those rockets. You do get S13DF. Up to 20 of these rockets, which are pretty much tiny Ivans. They're absolutely hilarious to play. Now, going down a little bit, you do have some regular bomb loadouts, and I'll be honest with you guys, I don't know why you would want to carry these at all, but hey, you know what? More power to you. So now looking over at something a little ridiculous. 8 cannons, that's right. 2, 4, 6, 8 cannons, 23 millimeters, and then you have your 30 millimeter gun up here. These won't really do you too much. I mean, in all honesty, I wouldn't understand why people would actually bring this up, to be honest. So moving down just a little bit further, of course, you have the 9M39 Eagle M air-to-air missiles, and it basically just moves from there on out. You can pair them up with bombs, guns, air-to-air missiles, but ideally, the one loadout you would want to go ahead and bring out is right down here. Actually, you get 4 air-to-air missiles. You get 12 Vickers missiles and 10 S13 DF rockets. This is the loadout you want to go ahead and take out. And you also get flares too. And you get quite a few of them. 256 flares. That is ridiculous. My God, Gaijin, well done. You have outdone your guys yourselves by introducing this helicopter. In my opinion, unnecessarily introduced it. And that honestly really does it, ladies and gentlemen. There's nothing really new about this other than the fact that this is one of those vehicles that's really going to be rough on us top tier players. But you know what? We will definitely see how this plays out, seeing that there were some buffs with the automatic, a couple of other platforms too that are able to destroy this aircraft quite quickly. So again, ladies and gentlemen, this was just a quick overview of the KA-52. I hope you guys did enjoy everything. Again, typical stuff, guys. Let me know what you guys think about this. Should I do more stuff about this? I'm definitely going to go ahead and take another look-see over the dev server while it's still active. And again, I hope you guys did enjoy everything, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video.